What's going on, you guys? Welcome to River City 93. I'm your host, as always, Elliot Barr. Welcome to the postgame show, where we are talking right after Richmond's 1-2 loss to FC Naples. Couple of things from this game. Let's just start off with it, the positives. Landon Johnson gets his first professional goal. Nice little cutback goal for him. Beat his man, running from the halfway line, goal, scoring that chance. So that was great to see. Has some positive momentum. I like the legal play. We kind of saw that in the last game against Chattanooga, I believe it was, or against Greenville, one of the two. With those who were looking up, so it was some positive signs there. Defense looked verified, looked like a three in the back, looked very concise. Moving into the second half, that's kind of where the collapse happened, where we've seen the collapse happen before. Landon gets subs off at halftime. In comes Darwin Espinal. We did see the return of some players. Let me bring that up. We did see the return of some players. Darwin Espinal come back. Adrian Bellhart, Neil Soyford. Very big, influential players. Guys that we have been missing for a while. So hopefully tonight is not a sign, but more so a tall tale sign of as you can tell, that's some of the players' girlfriends. Y'all fine. Y'all gonna be fine. Wives. Those are the players' wives. Hey, we just ran past them. You're good. You're good. You're good. Yeah, everything going on. Yeah, back to it. So players returning, coming back. It's all good. It's all good. Hopefully they can get in some form. We can keep going, keep moving and progressing. But unfortunately, things kind of got lethargic in 50 minutes. You can tell it was just maybe it was just too many parts trying to get their legs back. And FC Naples took advantage of it, scoring 2 goals. Did have a missed PK, which, by my knowledge, is the first missed PK in regular time under Darren's stewardship. So there's that. Next game coming up is Tormenta at home on the 16th. My fault. Portland Hunts Pine on the 9th, and then we come back home for Tormenta. 2 kind of pivotal games. Trying to keep hope alive. That's where I'm at right now. But, it's kind of hard with the way our results are gone. The season's going, you even saw their players' faces. We came around and did their walk around and in the game. So, we'll see. But, as always, if you have any questions for tomorrow's podcast, send them to rivercity93.com. We'll be glad to answer them. And as always, I'm going to stop talking. You guys are going to hear from the post-game show coming up next. Peace.
All right, Landon, obviously not the result we were looking for tonight, but talk us through a little bit the first half for you, getting your first professional goal and what that felt like.
I felt great. I think it's a long time overdue, but, now that I finally got it, I felt more relieved than anything, but just something to build on, and don't want to, try to cherish it. Want to keep building on that. So.
We talked about how busy this month is. Talk a little bit about how getting that goal and feeling that relief can kind of carry over into the coming games.
Just bringing momentum to first of all myself, and then obviously the group. We haven't scored in, I think it was the last 3 games before this, so just to see the ball go in the back of the net, for me, it felt good, and I guess for the team and the fans as well.
Landon, tonight, obviously you scored. First, take us to the goal celebration. You seem to have a lot of emotions going through your head. That was that moment where you realized the ball hit the back of the net for you.
I honestly didn't know what to do. I kind of felt like everything just kind of slowed down, and I saw people running at me. Didn't really know where I was, and just felt like I had to go over there and say out of the Red Army. So, yeah.
Also tonight, it was a special night. You had your big brother here, Ty, your mom, dad, everyone here.
Yeah.
How special was it to have them here, and not only for you to only score in front of them, but get another start here in front of City Stadium?
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. I think it's a little poetic. My mom was wearing the jersey I got my first assist in, so just all comes full circle. Yeah.
And also, last question for me, but tonight, you showed your ability, what you bring to the team, the ability to get in behind, stretch the line. Yeah. How is that so valuable and a key asset to this Richmond kicker scene?
Just keeps the back line on their toes. It's never obviously we want to play with the ball, but they have to be aware that there's always an option to go long and threaten them.
All right.
And Landon, congratulations on your first professional goal. Being from this area, this moment today, is this something that when you visualize this as a child, now come to fruition. Did it meet that moment?
Yeah, I think actually like visualizing. I was visualizing this morning, like just actually visualizing scoring on that goal, and I just had a feeling that I would score today. And actually, my dad told me, like jokingly, I wasn't allowed to come home if I didn't score. So it felt good to go hug him in the stands after the game, and that felt great.
Well, thanks,
Thank you,
man.
Landon.
Sure.
So obviously not the result we wanted tonight, but I want to zoom in on a couple important moments. Landon Johnson gets his first professional goal. Talk a little bit about that.
Look, Landon and Josh have been tearing it up in training and doing a great job, so they've been rewarded with playing, and Landon found a goal tonight, so I'm really happy for him. Darwin Espinal is finally healthy, so we get him on in the second half. We get him going. You can see he's a little rusty, but he'll get back. I'm really happy for Landon. We were unfortunate enough to get something out of tonight.
I'm going to touch on that as well. The guys that got to come back tonight, Nils, Darwin, Addie, again. Talk a little bit about what you saw from them.
Darwin and Nils have been out for a month and a half. Addie's been sporadically out for 2 weeks, back for 2 weeks, all that stuff. To get them on the field together was exciting and fun. And I was so happy with the end of that game. And everybody hates Darren right now, and that's fine. They can all hate on me. I could care less. The last 25 minutes, you saw what we built during the offseason. So if we can stay healthy and we move forward, tonight was a positive. It stinks to lose, but we have an opportunity to do something now.
Carrying it into a busy month. What can you expect from the young guys we've been relying on in these shorter moments, but also the guys coming back?
Yeah, make no mistake. Everybody here doesn't like the fact that we lose games, but when you're developing players, this is what happens. It's a 5-year process. We're in the second year. I'm not happy that some guys made some mistakes tonight. We're going to have to work on that, but they're growing. And look at Landon. Landon Johnson scored a great goal tonight. He's had more of an impact, so he's growing. He's only 18 years old. So in time, these things will work
out. Landon Johnson obviously scored his goal. I just want to ask this question first. What was the thought process between subbing him out at halftime and bringing Darwin on at that moment?
Yeah, it's pretty much the plan. I mean, let's not joke around. We need Darwin Espinal on the field to be successful. We may also need Landon on the field. Let's see what happens with that. Landon scored a goal. I thought that's what we needed to get from him. We planned on bringing Darwin on at the half. It just happened to be Landon. It was his day to come off.
Right. Other question I want to ask you. The goals that Richmond conceded tonight, it seemed like just quicksand goals that kind of compounded off of each other. When you go back and look at those goals, what are the things you're looking to pull away from them so you can go back and correct those mistakes?
We worked very hard in a little different formation tonight, and we had different builds. Griffin made a mistake in the build with the pass that he made. It doesn't mean that we can't get out of that, but we were at halftime. We said we want to make sure that we're not going as direct. We want to be able to play through, but we made a mistake on that play, and it cost us. The crazy part is I think we deserved a little bit more. We hit the post and all that type of stuff. We can clean up the goals that happened tonight. I think that they're very we can clean them up. It just didn't happen for us.
And last question. Next week, you guys go up to Portland. There's 30-plus fans from the city of Richmond going at various days up there to Portland. This is a very critical game. How important is it to have that small section of Section O going up there to Portland, Maine?
Yeah, I don't know who's going up there. I don't know if it's Section O or what it is. What I would say is we love when our fans travel, and we're super appreciative that they're there. We're going up there to get points. If we can take the last 25 minutes of the game, first 10 minutes, last 25 minutes of the game, and we can translate that into more of a 90-minute game, we're going to have more success.
All right. Thank you so much, Darren.
All right, Coach. What was the message to your players after the day's match? And then also to piggyback to what you said in 25 minutes, what was some takeaways from that last 25 minutes that you love?
Listen, man, you cannot make lemonade without lemons. Darwin Espinal has been out for almost 2 months. Neil Soyfert's been out almost 2 months. James Vaughn's still out. Matt Bolduc's out. Eddie Billhart's in. He's out. He's in. He's out. We have to find a consistent group of guys that are high-level players. Guys have stepped up and worked really, really hard, but this team was built with the group of guys that you saw at the end of the game tonight. So, listen, my message is all positive. People can yell at me, they can come at me. It doesn't even bother me. I'm happy with tonight only in that the guys applied what we worked on. We gotta get something out of that game. But guess what? This Saturday is another opportunity to get points.
Thank you, Coach. Okay. Hard fight tonight. A little bit of a new formation from you guys. Talk a little bit about what kind of worked, what you guys were hoping to see tonight, and what you can carry away.
I think we were looking to be on the front foot tonight in the formation. We wanted to press out of that formation, and I thought we had a really good first 20 minutes. Obviously, we scored the goal. It was good to get Lando Bando on the score sheet. Really well done from him. Like, that's what he's up there to do, use that speed, get in behind, and tuck it away. So proud of him for that, for sure. But yeah, 3-5-2, I think we did pretty well with it. Like I said, the first 20, 25 minutes, and then things started to open up a little bit, but I think it was a good showing. And then obviously the second half, I think it was good to get some of those guys that we've been missing over the past couple of weeks, like Darwin, Nils back in, Adrian. Those guys are difference makers, so it was good to have them back on the field.
You've gotten to know Ryan a little bit since he got here, and then having Nils back, talk a little bit about.
Yeah, Ryan's a busy guy, man. He runs all over the place. He works hard. He's scrappy. He's technical as well, which a lot of the times that you don't really see that. So I've been enjoying it. Just got to keep doing and moving and score some more goals, honestly.
43-93 here tonight. Talk a little bit about what playing for the city means.
Yeah, it was a gorgeous night. I mean, the pitch was dialed. Drew and Tom had that dialed. Fans showed out. It was a great night for it. Beautiful night in Richmond. Beautiful night for soccer. Just disappointed we didn't get the 3 points.
Speaking about it, you have a player like Ryan Baird in the midfield. Having him in the midfield, how does that open up your game even more?
I think it helps me just get on the ball a little bit more. He creates a lot of space for me, honestly. Like his movement around the ball and off the ball drags people away from me and gives me more time on the ball. So I've enjoyed playing with him. I think he's a good addition to the team, and I'm excited to see what he does over the next couple months here.
Unfortunately, the team hasn't been able to get over the hump at home in the past couple of games. What needs to happen in these next couple of games coming up for this team to get back on track and stay in contention for a playoff spot?
I think you saw it the first 20, 25 minutes and then the last 20, 25 minutes. I think if we could put a complete performance over 90 minutes of that, you'll start to see us winning games across the board, home or away. It's just keeping that consistency for 90 minutes, honestly. Just looking to continue to do the things that we do, like feed Kirky, feed Landon, get it up the field, and then push our numbers up, and then start to dictate from there. But yeah, like I said, I'm proud of that first 20 and last 20. Obviously, I'm going to have to go back, watch it, get a real deep dive. But if we can continue to do some of the stuff that we did in those moments, play good footy, keep those teams pinned in, it'll just make our lives easier.
And obviously with the new formation that you guys played tonight, you kind of feel like you guys were catching FC Naples off sides with the new formation, how things were going?
Yeah, I don't think they were necessarily expecting to see us in a 3-5-2, so I think it was good. Like I said, I think the first 25 minutes our press was really good. We kept them locked in, and then it's just those little consistencies of, we hadn't played a 3-5-2 yet, so over a course of 90 minutes, little things start to pop up, and I think that's kind of what happened tonight. So we're just going to dial in those details and continue to approach each game as it is.
All right, Dak, you talked about it as far as the final 25 minutes and also the first 25 minutes. I know you said you really, as far as doing more of a deep dive. So as far as what do you look at in that first 25 and that last 25 as some positive takeaways?
For sure, our pressure on the ball the first 20, 25 minutes, like they kicked a few balls out of bounds. We were able to get their center backs under pressure where they were just lumping it to the center forward. We had our center backs doing a good job challenging their 9. And keeping the ball pinned in and keeping it in their half. And I thought that was a lot of the same thing that happened the last 25 minutes, except it was a bit more with play. Like we had both sides of it. The first half was more defensively keeping them in, and then the second half was more our play, getting Adrian, Nils, Darwin more touches on the ball so that they have to drop off and we have space to then attack in this half. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Dak.
Awesome.